They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Watson off play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a 1st down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 and...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Now, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Watson. And this one's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Ravens.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, we'll give you unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Throw outside is complete on the diving effort. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 34. A nightmare in the first half. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And space tough to come by there. So he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
37-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watson changing to play. To throw on second is Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now they'll change things up. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Steps away. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 42 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Watson now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held down. They had to force the field goal.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And now here's another interception. The nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Goodwin. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On second down, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 times on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the face.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This is taken at the 23. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now, their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific.
Oh, Trump fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, a run to Dobbins. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 58 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Faking the give. Now Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Quinn. Big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Hunt is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he takes this one in for the Browns score. Nick Chubb taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the return comes to a halt interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Watson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked up.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
Pass on a crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Out to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap, been a big... for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And Watson's going to throw it here. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And here he's got Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brings up second and 3 at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
To throw on second is Watson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Watson. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked up by Dins. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.